that we're working on here. This is just kind of for fun. If you don't know what this is, if you ever watched a movie from the '90s with Sylvester Stallone in it, was Demolition Man, and in that movie he's convicted of a crime that he didn't commit. He's frozen, and he wakes up 50 years later in the city of San Angeles, which is, I guess, it's like Los Angeles and San Francisco and San Diego, and everything is all merged into one city, and it's weird. It's a funny movie. But anyway, the San Angeles Police Department have these cool-looking badges. Now, I've looked all around because I wanted one of these badges, and I haven't been able to find one. It looks like one of the original props went for sale a number of years ago, but since hasn't resurfaced. So basically, this is not something you can go out and get. It's not obtainable. So set about starting to design our own. Me and Iron Maniac, we started a company called Nova Props, and I'll put a link in the description that shows links to our website and our new Etsy store. But anyway, we do this pretty much for fun, but also produce some replica props, and sometimes people want to buy those from us. So this is just sort of a fun project, not really something to sell. Just something for fun. It's not anywhere near finished yet, so it's not a perfect model. It's just kind of like a doodle. I think I banged this out in about half an hour. So yeah, just to kind of show you some of the stuff that we're working on. And this is something else that we're working on. This one was designed by Iron Maniac. And this, if you've seen the movie Guardians of the Galaxy, then you probably know exactly what this thing is. This design has already been 3D printed and molded. So we're getting ready to actually cast some of the pieces in the mold. Just got to work out a couple of minor details before we start doing that. But yeah, this is a really cool design. The parts fit together easily. So basically all you need is a little bit of glue and paint and you're done. The really cool way, this model doesn't depict this, but the really interesting thing about this model is that if you've seen the movie when Star-Lord takes off and puts on these rockets on his boots, they go into this mount and they do a quarter turn. So I designed a locking mechanism especially for this, so that when you put the rocket in place onto the mount, which is attached to your leather chaps on the boot, it requires you to give it a quarter turn, just like in the movie, and will snap in place with a magnetic lock. So I thought that was kind of cool. And as you know, a lot of the stuff that we produce utilizes magnets. It's become sort of like a kind of like a theme, because it seems to work fairly well. So yeah, I'm really excited about this particular project. Okay, here's something else we've got going on. This piece is the 3D model of the upper blaster mod for the Nerf quad blasters. Basically, this allows you to simply make a cut on your Nerf blaster, and the blaster has an indented line that flows down through here and then straight down. So you just make a simple cut there, and this model doesn't depict it, but there are actually some posts that go on the back that perfectly fit the barrels of the Nerf gun. So you can simply slide this in, and there you go. Of course, I mean, you're probably going to want to paint it. We cast these in Smooth Cast 320, so it has a kind of an off-white color, but they're fairly simple for you to paint. and you can drop them in. You can use super glue if you want to make them, make sure that they're not going to fall out, but they're fairly sturdy just as they are. So, that's completely up to you. This piece actually is removable, so you can paint it separately from the main body. So that's pretty cool. It's yet one more thing in the kind of Guardians of the Galaxy theme stuff that we've got going on. But yeah, these are kind of neat, and they're fun to produce, and they make what is essentially a toy look like a movie prop. So hey, that's kind of what we're all about. And yet one more thing, shouldn't be too much of a surprise, something we're working on. Been working on for a little while, a couple of months actually. This is a holster for the Nerf quad blasters that's reminiscent of the one in the movie. It's got the same shape, except it's specially designed and fit so that you can use those with your Nerf blasters. Now, a couple of people have done holsters for this before, including us. We actually have a different model that was released. Or actually, wasn't released. It was more of a private thing, and used at Dragon Con in 2014. But everybody's models have the same problem. They require mechanical tension to hold the blasters in, and most of the time this is done on 3D printed parts or on polyurethane resin. And mechanical tension is fine for a while, but eventually the parts wear out and will snap and break. So they're basically inherently flawed and doomed to failure. However, this is held in by seemingly by magic, kind of the way it is in the movie. He puts the blasters there, and they just stay there. And so we've been able to figure out a way to automatically keep the blasters in place, and I think you will be pleased with the way it works. Not going to reveal that just yet, but probably within the next week or so, I'll put out something and give a little bit more information to how these holsters work. So yeah, this is just a quick update, some of the stuff that we're working on. Again, we're calling this Nova Props, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you got any questions, please comment below, and give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. That really helps with YouTube search algorithms. And hey, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and if you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe, and let me know that you liked it or didn't like it. And hey, if people like these videos, maybe I'll do more. So great. Hope you have a great weekend.